There. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Wednesday night iTeraCare wand introduction, and also an introduction to Price International, the company that has presented this to the world. My name's Rami Martin, and I'm just a community member here sharing my personal experience with this product. And I have been just privileged to bring our group together every Wednesday for the last several months to share. So we like to open up tonight with just some good news on progress people have had using the iTeraCare. We also will show you a short clip just to give those of you who are brand new to the product just a quick overview. We also have someone special who joined the call at the last minute, Judy, who's going to share her personal experience having used the wand. And we always love to hear testimonials. So I want to encourage each of you to come to the call and give us progress on how you're using it or what you've witnessed with your loved ones. Like last week, Wheela told us what's happening in Maui with her family members. Not just one, but all of her family members and friends that have been on it. So anyway, we'll do that. And then at the core of our talk tonight is going to be on functional water. And as many of you know, we use our wand to charge our water. And I think for many of us, we know about it, but we really haven't done a deep dive on understanding how powerful that is. And so we're going to watch a video on that as well. And we're going to do this each Wednesdays, take one topic, whether next week is on hypertension or the following week might be on diabetes or allergies or whatever it might be. And then we'll get a chance to talk about people who have had results using this product to overcome some of their health issues. All right. So anyway, Miss Eileen is a stockist in Nevada, and we're very fortunate that she has been leading the way, sharing this product with us. Miss Eileen, would you kindly introduce our guest and please share?
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. It was a very, I would say, a blessing to meet Miss Judy. But then at that time, she was very sick. But I didn't realize that she was a woman of, I would say, a helping hand. She will always wanted to help people. And so she has this, wow, it's a women in distress, and she'll explain more. But let us just introduce Miss Judy Guay. She's right now in Las Vegas, but she's holding office in Utah. Okay, Miss Judy, we welcome you tonight.
Well, welcome. Thank you
You're
so much.
beautiful.
Thank you. So my name is Judy Guay, and I am actually an executive director and founder of a nonprofit for women in Utah. I started it almost 13 years ago, and we assist women who have been through any type of abuse, addiction, overcome a debilitating illness, escape polygamy, or simply do not have a voice. When we removed my husband, retired 16 years ago from Southern California as a law enforcement sergeant, and we moved to Utah, and I was fine. I was healthy. And in 2015, I got diagnosed with MS. In 1997, I kicked 3 diseases, autoimmunes, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, and lupus. I was in a wheelchair, and I used another product that caused cellular communication. I was still taking it until I moved to Utah, and then I figured out that maybe I could save some money, and instead I got the MS. So fast forward, we moved to Vegas because I couldn't stand any cold, and unfortunately it snows in Utah. So I started having severe neuropathy in my feet to the point that I was having problems walking. Cognitively, I was having issues. I stopped driving for over 4 years ago. I had to sell my car 2.5 years ago because it was just literally sitting in the garage. I was always independent. I was a leader, and this was very debilitating mentally, physically, and emotionally, to the fact that I couldn't really go or do anything. My husband, instead of driving Miss Daisy, it would be driving Miss Judy. And so one of my women of worth had gone on to a site, and there was some kind of a healing thing that was in Utah. So she went there, and they had Reiki and they had some other things, and they had the wand. And this gal actually has fibro. And so they all call me Soul Mom. I'm that old. And she said, I really would like you to check this out, this page. They're talking about MS, and they're talking about how it's reversing it. I'm like, okay, I will never say no to anything. I'm homeopathic, I'm holistic. I have taken no meds since 1997. I refuse. I just believe that the body can heal itself if you give it the right things. I'm vegan, I'm gluten-free, I don't eat any sugar. I once weighed almost 300 pounds. And I thought, you know what? I've got nothing to lose. So I started on this testimonial page, and I read it for like 2 weeks. And I saw one testimony that really, it resounded so deeply in me. She was an RN. She had gotten all the COVID shots and all the vaccinations and all of the other things that went with it. And she ended up with neurological damage. She could not talk. She couldn't walk. She was shaking. She had tremors. And they were trying to tell her that it was all psychological. And someone sent her the wand, and within 5 days, she was well. And I said, I'm doing this. So I went downstairs to my husband and I said, I'm buying this. And he thought, oh gosh, what closet am I going to stick this in now? Because we were always buying things that wouldn't work. And I got it on April 14th.
Communities are facing.
And on April 14th, I have a Korean meat dog. My dog was actually on a chain in Korea, and we rescued her. I volunteered for the rescue here in Vegas. And her and my 16-year-old dog got into it. So I climbed into the kennel to separate them. And unfortunately, I got bit on both hands and both arms severely. My friend across the street is a PA. He came over and he looked at me and he said, yeah, you're a mess and there's nothing I can do. So he steri-stripped it. I had a cut between my 2 fingers here that was 1/4 of an inch long and 1/8 of an inch deep. I had major bites all over my hand, all over my arms. And if you know anything about MS, you don't heal really well. So he steri-stripped it, and then we did it 4 more times. It wouldn't stay closed. And he pretty much said to me, I don't know what to tell you. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to use the wand. So I wrapped my hand, I put water on it. I wrapped my hand through a bandage, which was material. And within 24 hours, my cuts healed over enough that I went training the next day with my service dog. She's my service dog. And I had no pain. And I'm like, wow. Well, my husband charged the water for 35 minutes to 40 minutes, and he blew up the wand. So I wrote the company, and they said, call Miss Eileen. And so Miss Eileen on Monday gave me a new wand, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it on my feet. And I did. And it has been the greatest gift I've ever gotten. I no longer am in any pain. I was on THC, 750 milligrams to 150 milligrams CBD sublingually. I was on it 4 times a day because I do not take meds. I do not believe in pharmaceuticals at all. I only go to naturopaths. And I was taking 1.5 dropperfuls during the day. I was taking 4.5 at night. My husband would come in and rub my feet. And sometimes it would feel so good with the CBD oils and stuff. And sometimes it goes, stop, stop, stop. It hurts. It hurts. I can't do this. So there was no rhyme or reason. I had probably less than 40% feeling in my feet, my toes, and my knees, and my hips put together. There was days that I literally took 1 step at a time. I could not even walk up the stairs. We have a 2-story home. So I started wanding myself, and within a week, my pain stopped. And then within 10 days after that, I asked my husband if I could drive his truck. And he has a massive truck. It was like parking the Titanic. And I did it. We went around the corner and he was with me, and I felt confident enough. And then I took it myself the following week to get my nails done. I still had no pain. My feet started getting feeling in the toes, the heels, my ball of my foot, and my arch. And I went out and I bought a new car. So I'm now driving. I have a little Kia. I love it. And more than that, I was able to go back to my nonprofit 3 times this year, where normally I only go back in the beginning in April and at the end in November when they graduate for the gala. I have released more weight. I was a size 4. I was like 150 pounds. I'm 5'9.5". I'm down to 135 pounds. I went to my naturopath. He took 7 vials of blood and he went, I can't believe this. Your BMI is 17.5%. My body fat is down to less than 20, but my muscle skeleton is over 58%, which means my muscles are getting stronger. It has just been a journey to not only be able to feel well and come back to the land of the living, but to share this with others. I wand my puppies. My 16-year-old, my 18-year-old gets wanded every night. My Korean meat dog gets wanded every night. My Labby, I have 4 dogs. My Labby, she's on the fence with the whole thing. But when the other day, she didn't feel well, she actually jumped out of bed and let me wand her. She sensed that it was going to do good. Financially, this has been a blessing because we are retired. I have learned through this and other MLMs that I have been in, and I swore when I saw Miss Eileen, I said, I am not joining another network marketing. I have been through all. I've done New Skin, I've done Agile, I've done Manitech, and that's what I'm on now, and I've done blah, 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 and I'm like, I'm not doing it. There is nothing like what we do now. We build relationships. We share our story, but we don't live in it. And by doing that, we're helping other people. And by helping others, that's what I do. I love giving service to others. I love supporting others. I'm a private mentor for women, for them to get out of their own way and not be stuck. So life is amazing. And I just truly believe that it's a God's gift to me, because if my woman of worth had never told me about this, I would not have known about this. And I've got 2 more that just came up. I just went to the optometrist. I had macular degeneration. I had ocular neuritis years ago with the MS, and I didn't really have any damage. But with MS, usually the nerves behind the eye and the optic nerves start turning colors. And so they've been watching that. I went in and I did the, refraction. And he walked into my husband's room and said, I'm really confused. And my husband, Louis, said, what are you confused about? He goes, well, Judy's not seeing, her eye prescription didn't change, but yet she can read without her bifocals. I don't understand that. And he's like, I'm really confused. My husband was a motor police officer for 32 years, and he took a rock in the eye years and years ago, and it left him with scar tissue where he sees through one area just like a pin. There's no surgeries that can fix it. Nothing can do it. And so when Dr. Hartman looked at him, he said, okay, now I'm really confused. It actually got better. He has no idea how the scar tissue in his eye, because we've been wanting our eye doing the infinity signs. Okay, that's what we do constantly. And I do my brain stem, and I do my neck, and I do my where my brain cells are, my stem cells are in the bone marrow. I concentrate on all of that. But my brother, we just came back from California, and my brother, I'm going to be 67 in August. My brother is 77. He has myasthenia gravis. He has a colostomy bag. He fought colon cancer. He is all over the place with the opiates, unfortunately, because his pain. He has bone on bone in his knees. He has bone on bone in his hips. He's a mess. And my brother's very stubborn, and he wouldn't listen to anything I've tried to do over the years. And we went down, and he said, I can't believe how you look. I can't believe how well you're getting. And I don't know if you can see that, if it's clear or not. Probably not, huh? But is that coming through at all?
Yeah.
Anyway,
There.
Wow, it's beautiful.
so
You?
that's me and my brother. And
Oh.
you can see the wand in the background.
Uh-huh.
He purchased a wand because if you don't have skin in the game, there's no commitment for you to do it. I was not going to give it to him because I wasn't going to let it sit. And he's called me. We got home on Monday night. He's called me Monday night, Tuesday, and today. He's used it 3 days and he's finding relief in his
Oh.
pain. So I am so grateful because he has been homebound for so many years. I know that this is going to be a life changer for him. It's been a life changer for me, and I will do anything. I drink the water constantly all day long. That's all I do is drink this wanded water. This charged water has literally changed internally, not only physically, but mentally. The first thing in the morning, I would get up, I would go to bed at 2:30 in the morning because I couldn't sleep because I was in so much pain. And now I'm in bed by 11:30 or midnight. My husband takes the dogs down, breaks them. And by the time he comes up, after I've wanded and drank my water, I'm out. I don't even know that the dogs are coming in onto the bed. And I'm up every morning at 6 or 6:30. I didn't even like humanity at that time in the morning. It was not my friend. I would sit there and try and just function and get my feet to be able to stand up and move and just get my collective thoughts together. And now I'm out of bed, I'm downstairs, I'm doing what I got to do. It's just been amazing, and I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to who discovered this. I'm grateful for all of the people that have tried it on our team that is just finding results, and I'm getting my health back. So
Good. Praise God.
Judy,
Yay!
that's incredible.
Thank
You got your life back. Oh my gosh.
and I got a car. I'm driving now. I'm driving Mr. Louie instead of him driving me. So that's a good thing. So I
Wow.
thank you. I thank you for this opportunity, and I'm humbled that you would want me to share my story.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad that we recorded it. You know that this is going to get in front of many people, and it will cause them to have hope again. You know
Well,
that
anyone that I can support with any protocols or whatever, they're welcome to reach out to me. Miss Eileen can give them my email, and I am more than happy to support anybody to do this because I think that there's just too many other pharmaceuticals in this world that are not used and mask the problem. And this way we can actually heal our body.
Exactly. Oh my
So,
goodness. Well, let's open it up if you don't mind taking some
not at all.
questions, please.
I have a hair in my eye. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it and it won't go away.
I'll start off with a practical question. You know, just living busy lives, how do you get the time to charge your water? What are your routines to getting that down? And also, you know, how you're wanting your children and your pets and loved ones. How do you manage that whole piece?
So I have no children at home. My oldest is 40 and she has 5, and we have 9 grandchildren between us. So I don't necessarily want my children, but I do want my fur babies.
Yes.
I'm very organized, and that is my gift. I'm a speaker. I run the organization. I volunteer, like I said, rescuing dogs. And so you have to be consistent. So we get up in the morning, we have a large vase, and we have filled that with the water. We have there's a place here in Vegas that has the ionized water and purified water. So we buy 5-gallon jugs. And I got this little container that's got a little spout on it, this glass. We wand that and we just keep refilling it. So every day my husband will either fill it and wand it, or I will. I have one upstairs as well. I wash my face with it. I actually wash my face and wand my face. So that is consistent. So I also have the water in my bathroom if I need it. I also wand my bathtub. So I take a bath in the charged water, and that also helps. And then consistency, it's just as easy to go to the tap to do it than to wand your water and have it prepared for the morning. At night is when I wand my pups. My husband wands our 18-year-old. He sits on his lap and watches TV and just wands him. So I guess the biggest thing it would be your priority. You're worth it. Make the time to be consistent because you're worth it. Your health is worth it. Your life is worth it. And if it's important enough for you to do, you'll find the time to do it. And with the wand, it works. And so why wouldn't I? And I'm at night, I will have a whole list of things that I need to do in the next day and go through them, and I check them off as I go. Same thing with follow up and whatnot with our business. So it's just making the time for what's important, and you're important. So put yourself number one, because this is self-care. Self-care is huge. And this is my self-care, being able to drink the water and have the 5 or 10 minutes to be able to just decompress and drink the water, and then find the time in the morning I will wand myself in the morning, full protocol. I'll wand myself at night, full protocol. And then during the day, because I'm drinking the water all day long, if I'm in between a client or something, I'll just start wanding my feet or my hands or whatever it is. And so I'm consistently finding ways to do that.
Wonderful. I love it. Who else has a question? Well, I'm delighted. I'm delighted. I'd love to know later what video you share with others. I'm going to show a quick 5-minute video for those who are new on the call or those watching this recording who've never heard of the iTeraCare One. So I'm going to share one that we've used to share. But Judy, would love your input on one of your favorite videos. Maybe you could put it in our channel. We have a Telegram channel. I hope that you belong to that.
I don't, but I will definitely join.
Okay, we will get you in there. And
okay.
We are all over the US, actually internationally, but many from Las Vegas as well. So I'm going to pop open then a video, and we just want to thank you, Judy, for taking
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Changing our lives, seriously, by your sharing. So let's take a look at this quick 5-minute video, great one to share with others.
Health crisis, including the top 10 health killers.